let's look at two-way tables. Two-way tables can be drawn from Venn diagrams. The same information from the Venn diagram can be shown as a two-way table. If you remember, the Venn diagram is where we have these circles that connect, they overlap. Okay, where one category is represented by rows and the other category is represented by columns. So let's review what a Venn diagram is. This Venn diagram right here is comparing students who play sports and students who are in the band. Now we have some students in this blue section right here that are in sports, but they don't play in the band. We know because that's all blue. Over here in the yellow, these 11 students, they play in the band, but no sports. Now, when the yellow and blue overlap, we end up with the color green. Those are the students who play both band and sports. And then out here, we have the number 5. Those students don't play sports and they don't play in the band. So if we were given this Venn diagram and we wanted to construct a two-way table from it, okay, we first separate the two-way table using the two categories from the Venn diagram. Okay, so we have play a sport, do not play a sport, in the band, not in the band. And then we have a total column and we have a total row. Okay, so my number, the play a sport, let's look at, and in the band. Here's where these two combine. Those are the ones that do both. Okay, then under the play a sport and not in the band, we have these 25 here, so I put that there. Over here we have in the band, but do not play a sport. Well, that's 11 right here. And then we have no sports, no band. The 5 go here. No sport, no band. Now what we do is we start totaling up our rows and our columns. So we notice that 12 plus 11 is 23. The next row, 25 plus 5 is 30. And we can also then total up our columns. 12 plus 25 is 37. And 11 plus 5 is 16. Now, we can add our total column here. 23 plus 30 is 53. Notice that when you add your total rows, 37 plus 16, you also get 53. So no matter how you add it up, you get 53. And this is how we know how many students were surveyed altogether. This final number here tells me the total number of students surveyed. Now let's look at the next page. A two-way table can be defined. It is a way to display frequencies. A two-way table is also referred to as a contingency table. It shows the number of times something occurs for two variables. Okay? You surveyed friends about the type of party they enjoy most. Fill in the missing totals in the two-way table. And then we're going to answer these questions. Remember, you can pause the video at any time and copy down what you need to copy and then hit play again. So let's look at what we have here in this first table. Okay, I have bowling, barbecue, and dancing, and I have males versus females. So under male, for bowling, it seems we have 6 people who enjoy bowling that are males, 2 that are females. Okay, so I'm going to add those totals together and put that at the end there. So here I'm going to get 8 is my total. Barbecue, I have 3 males and 11 females. So I'm going to add across and I get 14. And then dancing, I've got 1 male and 3 females, so I have 4. Now we can also add down the columns. So I can add the male column right here. I can add these 3 to come up with an answer right down here. When I do that, 6 plus 3 plus 1 is 10. I can add the female column. Oh, I'm crossing it out. Okay, so now that I've highlighted it correctly, if you add the female column, 2 plus 11 plus 3, that should give me 16. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add a cross. I'm going to add these right here. So 10 plus 16 is 26. And just to make sure, if I add up the column here, right here, 8 plus 14 plus 4, that also gives me 26. So now I know how many people were surveyed and what kind of party would be best to plan. Answer these questions, complete this table here, and answer these questions. Then go on to the last page and complete questions 3, 4, and 5. Fill in the tables and answer the questions below each one. And then you're going to work on the Khan Academies that I've assigned. And we will check these in class tomorrow.